Okay guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, medyo special ang ating topic kasi timely at the same time, marami nagtatanong sa akin sa messenger. So once and for all, gawa na lang natin siya ng video para mas marami yung makaalam dito sa basic knowledge na to. Specific on the tax on online sellers which was issued by the BIR under RNC 60/2020. So, na-require na kasi ni BIR ang ating mga online sellers na mag-register sa kanila para magbayad sila ng appropriate taxes. So, let's start. Okay, so before proceed dun sa actual discussion ng taxation of online sellers, I think it is better for us first to discuss this slide para mas mabukal muna sa loob natin na magbayad ng tamang buwis at mag-register, di ba? Kasi mamaya i-discuss po natin yung mga available option natin as a taxpayer as required by the government to register and pay. So, pag-usapan natin dito yung benefits of paying the right taxes. So, aside from the fact that we all know that we are all obliged to pay taxes, so of course, as a taxpayer, meron din po yung nare-receive na benefit. So, here are some. So, may mga hindi ako naisama. So, kung meron kayong naisip, so i-comment nyo lang down below para ma-share din natin sa iba. So, number one, if we are paying the right taxes, of course, we are truthful on our income tax return. So, ang output kasi ng paying the right tax, specific, yung income tax is yung income tax return. Kapag tama po yung ating income tax return, benefit yan on the part of the taxpayer kasi ang income tax return po ay maraming gamit. Kasi income tax return is also an evidence of proof of income. Since income tax return yan, so nakalagay doon yung iyong income na pwede mong gamitin sa mga agency na nangangailangan ng proof of income for some reason. Let's say, for example, visa application. So, if you want to apply for a visa, one of the requirements there is the income tax return. Kasi hinahanap nila yung iyong capacity to travel abroad, di ba? So, since para malaman nila yung capacity mo to travel abroad, kailangan nilang malaman yung iyong income, di ba? So, malalaman lang nila yung income mo. Ang pinaka-accurate source nun is yung income tax return. So, kung tama yung income tax return mo, at kung meron kang income tax return rather, so meron kang maipapakitang evidence dun sa embassy para ma-approve yung iyong application to enter a specific country that requires a visa. Okay? So, another benefits na pwede nating makuha from paying the right taxes is yung tinatawag po natin good credit rating. Kasi aside dun sa visa application, may gamit din po yung income tax return kasi most of the financial institution, specific si bank or example si bank, isa sa mga hinihingi niya is yung proof of income which is can be found dun sa ating income tax return. Bakit siya naghihingi ng income tax return or proof of income? Of course, to ensure na meron kang kakayahang magbayad ng iyong utang. So, pag mas malaki ang iyong income, o mas matakas ang iyong credit rating. So, kapag mas maliit naman ang iyong income, maliit yung iyong credit rating. So, para malaman ni bangko na ang iyong good credit rating at para malaman mo din ang iyong actual good credit rating, of course, you must pay the right taxes. Diba? Number 3, so good investor value. So, pag sinabi po natin good investor value, so, hindi naman forever if you, kung for example, nagtayo ka ng business, then sole proprietorship kasi ikaw lang yung may-ari, tapos nag-isip ka ng pwede na siyang expand kasi dumadami na yung market at yung mga customer. So, ang gagawin mo, maghahanap ka ng ibang investor. So, normally, kapag maghahanap ka ng investor, to win their heart, ang inihingi po nilang evidence is yung income tax return. Kasi malalaman dun sa income tax return, magkano ba yung kinikita mo throughout the year at nagbabayad ka ba ng right taxes. Kasi if you're paying the right taxes, so ano yan, good yan dun sa iyong mga future investor, mas maraming investor yung papasok sa negosyo natin. So, another benefit na pwede nating makuha for paying the right taxes is that social responsibility and contribution to the country. So, ito naman yung pinaka-reason bakit tayo nagbabayad ng tax. Aside obligation natin yan, at the same time, na-fulfill natin yung ating social responsibility. Kasi alam naman natin, if walang corruption sa government, if you're paying the right taxes, yung amount na binibigay natin sa government ay binibigay din naman sa ating mga tao through projects of the government such as health or education or kaya naman yung mga infrastructure. So lahat po yan na-enjoy natin kasi nagbabayad tayo ng taxes. Then lastly, meron po tayong tinatawag na peace of mind. If we're paying the right taxes, yung peace of mind po natin tumataas. Kasi if you're not paying the right taxes or you're not paying your taxes at all, normally you will be investigated by the BIR pag nasample lang ka. So alam naman natin, if you're not paying the right taxes or taxes per se, ano po yan? Meron po yan tinatawag na penalties at the same time imprisonment. So, kung nagbabayad ka ng right taxes, yung peace of mind mo tumataas kasi alam mo sa sarili mo na nagbabayad ka ng taxes. So, ayan po yung mga benefits na ninote ko para maengganyo po tayong bayad ng tamang buwis kasi nga, aside from the obligation, meron naman din niyang benefit. So, dun nga lang sa number 1, benefit na yan kasi for example, you want to go to Japan. Si Japan nagre-require ng visa. So, mas madaling ma-approve ang iyong visa kapag mas mataas ang iyong income. Kasi if you're paying the right taxes normally, as much as possible, mataas yung i-reflect nating income. Hindi natin yan bababaan. So, mas malaki yung chances na ma-approve yung ating visa application. So, ayan po yung mga benefits na dapat isa-puso natin para maengganyo tayo, although it's an obligation, so at least hindi siya mabigat sa loob natin na magbayad ng tamang buwis. So, sa next slide, i-discuss ko naman po yung mga available options natin na pwede natin pagpilian para naman, of course, malesen yung taxes na babayaran natin. Although required, at least pwede natin siyang gamitin for tax, tinatawag din yung okay, since you already know the benefits of paying the right taxes, so punta na tayo dun sa computation or yung available option ni taxpayer or ni online seller kapag magbabayad na po siya ng tamang tax. So before we proceed that, so gawan muna tayo ng illustration para mas nakakasunod tayo sa discussion, di ba? So let's say for example, meron tayong online seller, ang pangalan niya si Aling Nena. So Aling Nena sells face mask online 6 days a week with the following details, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, pag linggo, nagpapahinga si Aling Lena, Monday to Saturday, nagbebenta po siya ng face mask online. So, ito po yung detalye ng bentahan na yan, di ba? So, ang selling price daw nun is 30 pesos. So, meaning, binibenta niya yan sa kanyang customer at 30 pesos each. Then, ang cost per piece nun is 20 pesos. So, basically, nagmamark up po si Aling Lena ng 10 pesos per item or per face mask. So, ang shipping cost natin, 500 per day, of course, kailangan niya magbayad ng shipping from supplier, din sa kanya, din sa kanya, din sa kanyang customer. So, estimatedly, ang shipping cost natin doon ay 500 a day. Then, Aling Nena average sales per day are 120 units of face mask. So, ginawa ko na lang siyang uniform para mas madali yung ating computation. Anyway, ang goal lang naman natin is to compute the tax of Aling Nena as a online seller of face mask. So the question here is, how much does Aling Nena need to pay to BIR? Or what are the options available to Aling Nena in order to pay the lesser taxes in a legal way? Diba? So, para mas madali, compute natin magkano ba yung kanyang income for each period para ma-determine natin kung ano yung option na pwede natin piliin under the NIRC or the under National Internal Revenue Code which was updated by the Train Law last 2018. So mamaya pag-usapan natin yan. Ilatag muna natin yung income ni Aling Nena from each period para ma-determine natin yung kanyang babayarang taxes on each available options. So sabi natin si Aling Nena nakakabenta daw siya ng 120 units per day. So basically, kung 120 units siya daily, so weekly, dahil meron tayong 6 days, so 6 times 120, so meron tayong 720. So sa monthly naman, so meron tayong 4 weeks in a month, so 720 times 4, so meron tayong 2,880 face masks per month. So since we have 12 months in a year, di ba? So 2,880 times 12, so annually, nakakapagbenta si Aling Nena ng face mask na 34,560. So, ibig sabihin po, at daily, ito po ang ating mga records, di ba? So, ang sales po ni Aling Nena daily ay 3,600 kasi ang selling price po ay 30 per unit. So, 120 times 30 equals 36. Ang cost of sales naman po, yung cost per piece na 20 pesos. So, since 120 yung sales, so 20 times 120. So, ang gross income po natin doon, sales minus cost of sales, we have 1,200 pesos. Then, shipping cost natin is 500. So, every day, meron po tayong taxable income na 700,000 pesos ni Aling Nena. So, sa weekly, same lang naman din ang computation. Magbabago lang po yung unit. So, eto po yung ating mga figures. So, as you can see, dun sa ating annual, kasi ito yung importante, kasi ito naman talaga kinocompute ng income tax, di ba? So, ang sales po ni Aling Nena is 1,036,800. So, by just selling face mask, di ba? So, kaya lang, syempre, dahil kailangan niyang bumili ng face mask para maibenta, ang cost of sale niya doon sa annual ay 691,200. So, ang gross income niya ay 345,600. Then, may shipping cost tayo na 144,000. So, basically, ang taxable income lang ni Aling Nena ay 201,600. So, in this case, magkano ang babayaran ni Aling Nena kung ang taxable income niya ay 201,600? So, tandaan nyo po yung mga figures na yan kasi gagamitin natin yan mamaya kasi i-compare po natin yung mga available option ni online seller or specific ni Aling Nena para makapag-file siya ng taxes niya sa BIR at magkaroon po siya ng ITR na pwede niyang gamitin for other purposes which was we explained earlier. At the same time, sumunod siya doon sa nire-require ng government. Okay, so since si Aling Nena is a online seller at ginusto niya nang mag-file ng income tax kasi gusto niya na maging law-abiding citizen, nagbigay po ang ating batas ng mga available options kay Aling Nena kung paano niya babayaran yung kanyang income tax or yung kanyang taxes. So ito po yung mga pagpipilian niya. So pwede po tayong mamili dito kapag kung ano po yung mas favorable on our part. So ito po, so, si Aling Nena is a online seller. So, let's say for example, so sole proprietorship siya. So, siya lang yung may-ari. So, meron po siyang two major option. Ang first major option niya is to classify herself as a BMBE or Barangay Micro Business Enterprise. So, ito po ay under ng RA 9178. So, under 9178, so ito po yan. So, pwede niyong basahin yung batas mismo. Pero sinasabi lang dyan kapag ang total asset daw ng isang business is less than 3 million or 3 million or less, so pwede niya i-classify yung sarili niya as BMBE or Barangay Micro Business Enterprise. So, ano po yung benefit kapag kinlassify mo yung sarili mo as Barangay Micro Business Enterprise? So, as taxation is concerned, ito po yan. So, you are exempt from paying income tax. Ang babayaran mo na lang po is yung registration fee. At the same time, yung business taxes na 3% kapag 3%, less than 3 million ang iyong sales. Kapag more than 3 million naman, ang 12%, which is yung kilala na natin na value added tax. So, tandaan, pag kinlassify mo yung sarili mo as Barangay Micro Business Enterprise, you're not required to pay income tax. However, you need to pay registration fee. At the same time, business taxes of 3% if you're a non-battable entity or non-battable taxpayer and 12% naman kapag battable ka. So another option, major option, is to register herself as a taxable entity on the BIR. So ito po yung normal, di ba? So lagi nyo lang tatandaan, meron na po tayong bagong law, NIRC, which is passed last 2018, which kilala natin as train law. So under train law, kapag kumikita ka po ng 250,000 and below, actually, you are not exempt from paying taxes. Gusto nilang sabihin, wala kang babayarang taxes kapag ang income mo ay 250,000 and below. So under train law, as taxable entity, so meron ka pong three options dyan. So yung first option po natin, kapag pipiliin po natin yung itemized deduction. So ito po yung manner ng deduction. Kasi di ba kanina, kung natatandaan nyo, meron tayo dong sales, cost of sales, tapos gross income, then meron tayong shipping cost para nakuha natin yung taxable income. So dito po, mamimili ka kung anong gusto mong gamitin, yung unang option natin is yung itemized deduction. Yung itemized deduction, ito po yung ginawa natin kanina na nilatag natin yung total actual cost na na-incur para makuha po natin yung taxable income sa ilalim. So kapag itemized po yung ginamit, babayaran nyo po yung tatlong yan. So magbabayad ka ng income tax, registration fee, and business tax. Ang lagi lang tatandaan, ang babayaran mo lang po of course is yung more than 250,000 pesos. Second option, pwede natin piliin as taxable entity kay BIR yung tinatawag pong OSD. Pag sinabi niyo pong OSD, ito po yung optional standard deduction. So sinawag siyang optional kasi pwede mo siyang piliin, pwede siyang hindi. Kasi ang dapat naman talagang gamitin natin is yung itemized deduction. Pero to ease yourself from complying to substantiation, yung mga resibo, so pwede mo pong piliin yung OSD. Ang OSD po ay 40% ng ating sales or ng ating net sales. So basically, pag OSD po, kukuhain nyo lang yung gross sales, multiply mo by 40% to get the OSD, whatever the remaining amount, that will be our gross income. So same lang po sila ng tax na binabayaran, nagbabago lang po yung gross income o yung taxable income kasi nga, yung sa itemized, kung magkano talaga yung expense, sa optional, ito po yung ine-estimate by multiplying it by 40%. So, ganun din, ang babayaran niya is income tax, registration fee, and the business tax of 3% if non-batable and 12% naman pag batable. Itong last option, ito po yung maganda kasi wala nang substantiation or limited lang yung substantiation. Tapos, maliit po yung income tax rate na ginagamit. Ang tawag po natin din is yung 8% tax. Yung 8% tax na introduce lang po to last 2018. So, before train law, wala pong 8%. So, under 8% tax, sinasabi niyan, ito po yung mga available natin. Magbabayad ka ulit ng income tax. However, first 250,000, zero. Ang babayaran mo lang yung after. Ang required mo lang bayaran talaga dyan yung registration fee kasi no business tax is required. So, ibig sabihin, exempted ka na to pay the business taxes. Ang babayaran na lang po natin ay income tax. Ang catch lang po sa 8% tax, ang basis po ng 8% hindi po yung taxable income. Ang basis po natin is yung gross sale. Kaya po, if you're the taxpayer, hindi po pwede dahil 8% yan ay yun yung gagamitin natin. So, you still need to weigh in kung ano yung mas favorable sa'yo. So, yan po yung mga pagpipilian mo as a online seller. Okay, so apply natin yung 4 options kanina. Kung ikaw si Aling Nena, ano yung mas advantageous sa atin? So, basically, ito yung information na nag-gather natin kanina. So, ang total sales natin for the year is 1,036,800. Cost of sales, 691,200. Gross income, 345,600. Then, may shipping cost na 144,000. So, taxable income natin ay 201,600. So, these are the available options that we have na pwede natin pagpilian. Ang lagi lang tatandaan, kailangan po electronic taxpayer at the first quarter pa lang. So, kapag nakapili niyo siya ng first quarter, hindi na siya pwede magbago. Kaya kailangan po ng proper planning dito. So, as per registration, na-discuss natin kanina, lahat po sila ay may magbabayad ng registration fee worth 500,000. Binabayaran po yan ng January 31st. So, lahat 500, pero pag first year of operation ata, meron siyang 30 pesos pa na documentary stamp stock. So, basically, 530. So, nilagay ko na lang 500 kasi every year, 500 naman talaga binabayaran yan. So, as to business taxes naman, ang rate natin is 3%, which is yung percentage tax. So, ang basis po nan ay gross sales. So, ang gross sales natin is 1,036,800 multiply by 3%. So, ibig sabihin, ang business tax applicable natin ay 31,604 for the whole year. So, ang magbabayad po niyan, kapag ikaw ay BMBE, so required ka magbayad, hindi ka exempted sa business tax. Itemized, hindi ka din exempt, so magbabayad ka din ng 31,104. Tsaka OSD, hindi ka rin exempt, magbabayad ka ng 31,104. However, if you choose the fourth option, which is 8%, so exempted na po tayo magbayad ng business tax, so zero na yan. So as far as the income tax is concerned, under BMBE, so ang tax po natin ay zero kasi nga tax exempt tayo dyan. So itemized naman, kung mapapansin nyo, ang taxable income natin ay 201,600. So basically, less than 250,000 pesos. So the income tax under option 2 is also zero. Under naman OSD, ang OSD po, magbabago po ang ating tax kasi nga magbabago po ang ating allowable deduction. So ang tax po natin sa OSD is medyo malaki, amounting to 85,520 pesos. Option D naman under 8% is 62,944. So paano po nakuha yung OSD na 85,520? So na-compute yan using this approach. Dahil nga ang gross sales natin is 36,800, ang OSD po natin is 40%, so 414,720. So, ang taxable income na po ay 622,080. So, ito lang po yung disadvantage pag ginamit natin sa OSD. Kasi, hindi na natin pwedeng ibawas yung cost of sale at the same time yung shipping cost. So, diretso na po siyang 40% na lahat. So, mas mataas po yung taxable income na nag-generate sa OSD. So, ibig sabihin, mataas po ang ating tax due. So, ito po, ginamitan po yan ng tax table. So, according sa tax table, ang first 400,000 may fixed tax na 30,000. Yung excess po ay multiply by 25%. So, ang lalabas po doon ay 55,520. So, ang tax due po natin under OSD is 85,520. So, medyo masakit kasi nga, maliit lang yung OSD na yung ating deduction, kaya lumaki yung taxable income. So, under 8% naman, meron tayong tax kasi hindi ka na nga nagbayad ng income tax, ang babayaran na lang po natin is yung 8%. However, ang basis po ng 8% hindi po yung taxable income. Ang basis po niyan is yung gross sales minus the 250,000 pesos. So basically, 1,036,800 minus 250,000 multiply natin by 8%. So ang income tax natin ay 62,944. So, pag kinompute po natin yung total taxes, sa first option, meron tayong 31,604. Second option, we have 31,604. Also, third option, sobrang laki, 116,624. And fourth option, 63,444. So, si Aling Nena as an online seller, mas advantageous sa kanya gamitin yung option 1 and option 2. Kasi nga, siya yung nag-yield ng pinakamababang taxes, which amounting to 31,604. So, si Aling Nena, ang pipiliin niya lang po dapat is si option 1 tsaka si option 2 kasi mas advantageous to sa part niya. So, ito po yung computation ng taxes ng isang online seller or a sole proprietorship business. Kapag corporation, iba naman. So, just comment down below if you want me to discuss that for you. For the meantime, ito lang muna yung kailangan nating malaman.